And so whoever the murderer is, they have already done everything to prepare for the murder. So you don't have to roleplay any of that. But what does everybody do while they wait for midnight to stroll in?
I would like to talk to Baxter real quick.
Okay. You go up to Baxter. Baxter, you in your room painting?
I am in my room painting, and I'm also making sure that all of my other paintings, the ones that I brought, are in pristine order. Also, I drew another one of those poopy uncle pictures.
Cool. Yeah, you knock on the door. Harring.
Master Baxter.
What's up, my home dog?
Well, sir, I noticed about how the master of the house has been treating you, sir, and I must apologize, at least on the servants' front, about things that had gone down before. Just to let you know, we are, of course, on your side, as well as the masters as well. But I don't want you to feel like you at all need to have any worrisome deals of us being against you, sir.
Well, I don't feel like you're against me, but it does make me sad sometimes when all of you point and laugh at me. That does make me sad.
I was just wondering if I could bend your ear. By the way, lovely painting you're working on right there. You've caught quite the essence of the master at that particular embarrassing moment, might I say.
Well, of course. It seems I have a precognition for whenever he's going to fart.
Very good, sir. I would say, from my dealings with the master of the house, it might be best for you to try to impress him in some particular way. I feel like if you were able to show your talents to him, that you might be able to curry some more of his favor, as I believe you would be much better to work for once the Baron is passed on, as his doctor has told us, and looking out for me and Fransisca and the rest of the crew, I would speak on behalf of all of them that we think that you would probably be the best to look after us.
Well, I certainly agree, but, yeah, what would you suggest I do to impress my poopy butt-faced uncle?
Well, if you don't mind me, sir, he isn't one much of for art. Do you have any other skills, sir?
Well, I do have one skill I've been working on.
What's that, sir?
He quickly draws a sketch of the big bottom uncle, and he whispers into it and does like a few little things with it. And then he passes it to Mr. Harring and says, "Listen closely." And looking at the painting, you'll see that it lets out a big... Whenever you look at the painting, it farts.
That's so clever, sir. Maybe you should show that to your uncle. That might impress him, I think. It could end up being in your favor. Let him actually see the work you've put yourself into. And, might I suggest, it is probably best to go ahead and get a good scotch or brandy in his hand. You know how he likes his scotch.
Indeed, I do.
Always a bit more amenable when he has his scotch, his evening scotch.
Always a bit more flatulent.
That's correct. It would be in the best interest for all of us to do that, sir.
I guess you're right. Maybe I will do one last attempt to impress my uncle.
He is down in his quarters/library, sir, having his rudimentary dinner parliaments for that. It would probably be best to go ahead and deliver his scotch to him personally at the same time of bringing said painting with you.
Oh, maybe. That sounds like a very good idea, home dog.
You've got it, sir. And I'll give him a hug.
Lit, fam. Too
Great.
close.
I like to pickpocket him too. Just to
All
see
right,
what he's got on him.
Make a sleight of hand roll, and Baxter make
And that 20! And that 20!
All right, don't roll, Baxter. Yeah, you feel all his painting tools that seem magic, that seem to imbibe his paintings that are able to move and fart and do all sorts of things.
Mm-hmm.
And probably about 100 gold pieces.
Okay,
worth of
I'm
stuff.
going to take one of his painting tools off of him.
Okay.
While that's happening, and I'm just thinking it's a nice hug, I whisper in his ear, I say,
You know I have an affinity for cats.
that's
I have felt that, sir. I have felt that.
As his whiskers like touch your nose.
Okay.
You've nailed it, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Harring Home Dog. I appreciate your words. Perhaps I will make one last effort for my uncle.
Okay. Are you going to end up walking out?
Yes, I will walk out.
and I will go down to
As
the
you
parlor.
walk out,
Ooh.
I would like to go, sir, and palm from the ground. You've dropped one of your painting tools.
Oh, Mr. Harring Home Dog, you truly are a homie for this cat-loving Baxter.
Well, you can't do your job, sir, if you don't have the right tools.
That is factually correct, Mr. Harring. That is factually correct.
Great. So you go ahead and go off to go see your uncle.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go over to you then. You go over to your uncle. He is in his den, having a little after-dinner meal by the fireplace. The healer again by his back, just giving him a back massage. He sees you enter. Says, "What do you want, painter boy?"
I have come to show you something.
Is it a painting?
Maybe.
Then fuck off.
Okay, it'll be something else, I promise.
What?
You just have to wait and see. Give me a moment.
There's.
Okay.
Can I? So this is the parlor, correct? Is there a bar here that I can make some scotch? In a cup?
You can make some scotch.
No, I pour some scotch in a cup, and I do my little incantation on it so that when he drinks from it, it farts.
Cool. Yeah, so you hand him the drink,
Yes.
and he drinks from it, and there's a big old fart in his mouth, and he just stares at you for a while. Make just a flat persuasion roll.
A flat persuasion? Okay. Oh,
Or-
boy. Okay.
Performance, I guess.
13.
13. Okay. He looks at you and says, "What the fuck was that?"
Wait, no, I can do better.
And I pick up some. What's around the room is just like their book.
There are books and rugs and...
I grab one of the books and I do an incantation on it, and I give it to him, and I open it, and it farts even louder.
Okay, he's gonna sigh and say, "No amount of farting that you do will be funny. When I fart, it's funny. When you do it, it's desperate."
I don't know what to do, Uncle. This was my last chance to extend an arm to you, but you always seem to be so cruel to me.
Well, why do you think?
I don't know. Look into my very human eyes and tell me.
All right, fuck it. All right, you are not a fucking person, Baxter.
That's so degrading. How could you
No,
say
you're-
that to me?
You know, I don't fucking want to deal with this. Yes, and the Harring, are you outside the room, you said?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Yeah, Harring walks in. You hear this argument happening.
So, is there anything else I can take care of for the night before I have the servants go back to their quarters to get their rest?
Harring!
Yes, sir.
Is he a cat? Is he a cat?
Of course he is, sir.
Well, of course. All cat lovers call themselves cats.
No,
I
do
want
you
punishment
have cat
that I
ears?
am a cat.
Reach up to your ears, goddammit. Reach up to your goddamn ears.
I touch the side of my face and I'm like, yeah, my ears are right here. Duh.
Touch your whiskers.
I don't know what you're talking about, but this is degrading me. I run out of the room, but while I'm running, I touch all the things and do quick incantations on all of them so that they start farting. I run out crying.
Great. That happens, and
I'm
the whole
sorry,
room starts
sir.
farting.
I feel like I've missed something here.
Nope, didn't miss anything. Just take a break until midnight. How about that?
Sir. Sure. Should I just take a break? I shouldn't take care of any other things, sir. Then I will.
I'm fine. Thank you. And he sits in this fart room for a while.
You sure you don't want me to clear the air, sir?
No.
You got it, sir.
That was that encounter. Let's see here. Stelleto. What are you doing?
After the announcement, I want to go searching for the groundskeeper.
Okay. Yeah, groundskeeper. Fransisca, what are you doing right now?
I'm back at the little potholes.
Okay. You seem to have scared off the creatures, so they're not around, and they seem to be staying in their holes.
I'm filling in the holes.
Okay. So you see this broken little clockwork creature shoveling dirt into holes as you walk outside.
Oh, you poor little thing.
Me?
Yeah, over here. I wave as I say, yes. What's your name again?
Fransisca.
Ah, yes, Fransisca. I was thinking we should talk. We don't talk very much, do we?
No, Mistress.
Yes, we don't. I think you need a friend.
You want to be my friend?
Absolutely, I want to be your friend.
Okay.
Great, we're friends. Amazing. Do you know friends tell each other things?
What kinds of things?
Like, for example, have you seen any other recent people in the mansion? Maybe attractive, younger women?
I have only seen a giant robot that's new.
A giant robot. This wasn't attractive robot, perhaps?
I mean, it was a little attractive.
Okay, well, that's at least one lead. You sure you haven't seen anyone else recently over the past few days? Anything suspicious that maybe has a Baron taken an interest in anything recently?
No, not that I've noticed.
Well, that's unfortunate. You know, you're looking a little bit ragged at the moment. Have you noticed?
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Well,
yes? Go ahead.
If friends tell each other things, and we're friends now, do you know if the Baron has any intentions of fixing me up in the next couple months or leaving any parts to me or anything?
Absolutely not. You are to the Baron incredibly disposable, he will throw you out without a second thought.
Mhm.
But you aren't to me because we're friends. And that's maybe what we should talk about. I think if, say, the Baron were to die, and in his will he would leave money to various people, I don't think you'd get any. He doesn't like you very much. Me, on the other hand, he likes me quite a bit. And I was, yes. And I was thinking, if I receive a certain amount of money, maybe I could invest some in helping you spruce up a little bit, give you a makeover.
You would do that, Mistress?
Absolutely.
What do you want?
I simply want to find out who his new mistress is. Just professional curiosity as a professional mistress person. There's a word for that. I don't know what it is. I'll think of it someday. I was thinking maybe you could help me investigate whoever this person is.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not very noticeable. People don't usually pay attention when you're around. So I was thinking maybe you could go snooping a little bit, as I will snoop as well, and we could find out who this new girl is.
Yes.
Yes. All right. And I will come over and kind of like almost embrace you and look you dead in your creepy robot eyes and tell you, we are in a solemn pact now. Only death can release us from our promise to each other. All right, so what are you going to go do?
I'm going to snoop and find a new mistress.
Exactly, and I'm going to pay for your new parts. If the Baron dies, maybe he will, maybe he won't. We don't really know. He's pretty old. Yeah. Oh, okay. Huh?
Right. I was in there just the other day, and he asked the healer, and she said he only had maybe a couple months.
Oh, good. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, if the other mistress gets the money, I won't get the money. And if I don't get the money...
You can't get my parts.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, nose touching. That means we understand.
Yeah.
So, let's work on this. I'm going to go talk with Harring. I will trust you to kind of try this on your own. If you find out anything, come to my room. Leave a note or knock. I may be there. And we'll meet up before midnight, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm counting on you, Frazzy, and I'll walk away.
Thanks, Stilly.
Sure. Stilly. Okay. And I'll quickly run away.
Great. So that interaction happened, and now Fransisca is on a new mission to look for the mistress. Go ahead and make an investigation roll, Fransisca.
Okay. Eight.
Yeah, it takes you a good while.
God damn it.
To wander around all of the different rooms, because it's a huge place. If there are a bunch of people hiding in here, like, they wouldn't necessarily be seen for a while. So we'll leave you searching. As let's see, we will go to Baxter. Baxter, you just fled from teary-eyed from your uncle. Is there anything else you want to do for the rest of the day, or you just want to cry in your room the whole time?
If only there was a cat somewhere to soothe my sadness. Because I'm technically Tabaxi, do I have like some sniffing ability where I could like sniff out a cat?
Yeah, you can sniff out Stelleto's cat for sure. And also you could sniff out the other Tabaxi Colonel Ketchup.
I say we roll a flat D20, and whatever one it is, I say 0 to 10. Stelleto's cat, 11 to 20. The other guy.
Okay. You go and sniff out a cat, and you turn the corner, and you find Colonel Ketchup, who is in the training room testing out his saber on like a training dummy. He seems pretty good with a sword.
Colonel Ketchup, you seem pretty good with a sword. Perhaps you could cut away the sadness from my heart.
No, I cannot. I'm sorry, young human.
How did you even become friends with my uncle?
It's a storied history, but yes, I fought quite a long time ago with him against many creatures, killing things to get things for him. Eventually, I did a great deal, and he promised me a great fortune, which he has yet to repay. So not so much friends as he owes me money, and if he does not give it to me, I will murder him.
I understand. If I wasn't getting something in the will, I would push him down a flight of stairs.
Not if I can get to him first and stab him in the throat. Huh?
If only you could cut away this anger from my heart.
You know what helps with anger?
What?
Murdering things.
You're right. And Baxter mutters, "You know I have an affinity for cats."
Is this a come on?
What do you mean by that?
I cannot tell if you are trying to seduce me or you are generally creepy.
I do like cats.
Yes. You've said this
Wha-
many times.
Can I just pet you for a moment? I was hoping there was another cat here to soothe me, but maybe you can soothe me.
You just want to pet me.
Yes.
Okay, just a little bit.
Okay.
Not too much. And don't let anyone see.
Okay. I shut the door and I pet the other cat.
Okay, he pets you as well, and it feels really good for some reason.
Wow, this feels really good for some reason. We should keep petting each other.
Yep. You two do that for a little bit?
Yes. Yes.
Stelleto, is there anything else you want to do before we get back to Harring to see what else people are going to do before midnight?
I just want to investigate, see if I can find the lady.
All right. Roll investigation.
I shall be. Roll this d20 here. Got him. She rolls. I got a. Six.
Wonderful.
Yes. I did worse than. So can't say anything. Yep.
I will say both Stelleto and Fransisca take the majority of the time after the evening, and you find a clue about at like 11:30 at night.
Cool. That works.
So yeah, right before you meet, you find a clue, but it takes the rest of your time. Harring, is there anything you wanted to do before midnight? It seems like you're the last one.
Well, I probably would go ahead and do some more pixie dust for sure to make sure that I'm up. Check around the house, making sure everything is in order, that all of the guests have everything they need, and have a quick moment to go and talk to Fransisca whenever I get the chance.
Yeah, you find her around 10-ish at night, looking and like opening every door and like looking in and like looking around the house, very obviously looking for something.
Hey, were you able to get the wallet back to Horatio?
I did.
Good. And you got something for yourself, right?
Maybe.
Okay. I mean, go ahead. It's like we've talked about it before. You know, we can be trustworthy of each other. I want to make sure you get fixed up, and I can get myself back into wizard school. You know?
Yes, sir.
So, yes. Okay. So as long as, we look out for each other, everything will be great. You got to take small little things. Can't be big, small little things, and then you give it back, and it'll garner their favor. They'll think that, you know how it is.
Mhm.
So, you seen anything weird around here recently?
No, I haven't seen anything strange around here. There's some pests outside. There's the new big robot, and Stelleto's looking for the new courtesan.
Don't let her meet the courtesan.
I haven't.
Master was very, very particular that they can't meet. You know how Stelleto is when other people garner his attention, and they're like cats. If they see another one gain more attention than they do, they tend to get a little riled up. Just take a look at Baxter. So, if the best part would be to keep them as separated as possible. That way the master can have his fun and everyone's feelings are safe.
Of course.
Who is this robot? Do you know anything about this new robot?
He calls himself Detective Whodunit.
Detective he's a lawman.
I suppose so. He was talking about a list, and he said that he was made recently by the Baron.
A list. Do you have any of those other items that we pilfered?
No, not anymore.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to go and take care of my items then. If he brings up any of those items, you say you've never seen them.
I haven't.
Exactly. Good. That would be the best. Right. That could be it. We got to be on our toes now then. Do your job. Looks like you're doing it splendidly. And yes, hopefully we'll be able to make enough off these dolts to get the fuck out of here. Okay. I will see you later, and I will then take the rest of my time then. Okay, he's got a list. Shit. I'm going to hide my other pilfered items in the servants' quarters.
Okay.
In like
sure,
a communal chest in a bag.
Is it well hidden, this chest, or is it obviously out there?
It's out in the open, but I bury it under a bunch of cleaning supplies.
Mm.
So unless you go digging deep in there.
Okay. Yeah, so you hide all of your pilfered stuff in that chest there. Gotcha. All right. I'll say at about 11:30, Fransisca, you are still looking around for this mistress, and eventually you hear something coming from one of the spare rooms, and you are about to approach it, and then the door opens, and you see a very young, blonde-haired, kind of in a silk gown woman that comes up to you and says, "Hey, honey.
Hello.
Is there more alcohol here?"
Yes, ma'am. I can get you some.
Wonderful. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Should I bring it back here?
Yes. But don't tell anyone. I'm here, okay?
Okay.
Great. Thank you. She closes the door.
I run and get some alcohol and tell Red that she's there.
Shit. Okay. She's here. Okay. She's in the study with the master.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Where's Miss Stelleto?
I don't know anymore. I lost track. But we split up, so she should not be looking where I was.
Stelleto, and you found her. Now you can go to the quarters and take a rest.
Okay, she asked me to bring her back a drink.
Oh, the Miss Stelleto? I'll bring Miss Stelleto a drink.
No, not Miss Stelleto.
Who?
The newer one.
Oh, the courtesan. Okay, yeah. Go get her the drink. I'm gonna find Miss Stelleto, and I'm going to run interference then.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. I'm gonna go do that.
Okay. I'll grab a drink and bring it downstairs.
Okay. So while I'll say while Harring is looking around, Stelleto, you find Fransisca making drinks in the room. You could not find who you were looking for.
Okay, so I see Fransisca making drinks before she brings it to.
Yes, before she
okay.
brings it up.
I was like, "Oh, hello, Fransisca. Have you found anything in your searches?"
No, not yet.
Oh, that's too bad. What are you doing there?
I'm making drinks.
For who?
Red told me that you wanted one. Mr. Harring, sorry.
I never asked for a drink.
Oh, well, maybe I misunderstood.
Oh, maybe. But if you're bringing that to, I'll take one, and I'll take it if you don't want it.
Oh, of course. Here you go.
Oh, well, thank you.
You want a straw?
No, I don't need a straw. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm pretty good there. So you sure you haven't seen anything or heard anything or wondering about anything?
No, nothing particularly interesting today.
Oh, well.
Mostly empty rooms.
That's
I'm
too
gonna
bad.
have you make a deception check, Fransisca, and you make an insight, Stelleto.
How I rolled a natural 20. 23.
Well, I rolled well, but not a 20.
Okay, yeah, she's lying pretty well. Stelleto, you think even if she was lying, she's a kind of, you're not sure what type of person she would be to figure out. She seems a little hard to figure out.
I can't crack this nut, so to say.
Yeah. So she's hard to figure out what she really wants.
I mean, she's a robot, so that's all. You can see the emotion.
Yeah.
I'll sigh and say, well, that's too bad. I'll have to keep my searches up, but we may be all out of money if this thing goes the way it sounds like it's going. So if nothing happens, good luck to you, Frazzy. I hope you don't get scrapped for parts. And I'll wander off with my drink.
Okay. Fransisca, what do you do when she leaves?
I make another drink and down it, and then I make a third drink and bring it down.
All right. Cool. You make another drink and you bring it down. But for both Fransisca and Stelleto, both of you make investigation rolls again to re-find the new mistress.
17 for me.
Nat 20! Bow.
Cool. So you kind of lost track of where this mistress was, and you're trying to remember all the different rooms you checked, Fransisca. Meanwhile, you're still looking around, Stelleto, and you see the scantily clad, silk-gowned human woman, just walking around. outside
I'll
the
say,
hall.
well, that's probably it. And I'll, is she just wandering about?
Yeah, she says, "Oh, hello, honey. Do you know where alcohol is? I sent a little robot after some a while ago, and she has not come back. It's pretty poor service around here, if you ask me."
Oh, yes. Let me lead you to it. It's actually, let me show you a very fancy parlor. I like to frequent whenever I have the chance. Oh, what's your name, darling?
I'm Cherry Bomb.
Oh, Cherry Bomb, beautiful name. And I'll go up and I'll look at a dress and I'll like, oh, a lovely dress.
Thank you. Baron
You
got
want
it
to go?
for me.
Oh yes, a great choice. Do you want to go get a drink with me then?
That's what I've been looking for, darling.
Okay. I lead her up to the top, the highest floor,
Mm-hmm.
to a room with a balcony.
Okay. Okay.
I say, here, I'll get you a drink. You should go look at the view. It's a beautiful view.
Make a persuasion roll.
I'll make a persuasion roll. With that is a 10.
Okay. And do you have alcohol with you?
I guess I don't actually know if this room has alcohol in it. I just wanted to take her to a room with a up high that has a balcony. So I guess it's a random chance if this room has alcohol. I don't know if you want me to roll. You want to roll for it, or
I'll roll. I'll say it's a low-ish chance, but yeah. So you go out there, and she looks around and says, "Hey, this doesn't have alcohol in it. Why are you taking me up here?"
oh, I'm sure there is alcohol in here somewhere. And
No, it's just a balcony on top of a really high building.
But it's a beautiful view, don't you agree?
It would be better if I was drunk.
Absolutely. But before you drink, we should go take a look.
Why are you so insistent that I look out at the view? I don't want a fucking view. I want alcohol.
Okay, well, let's end this. And I pull out my knife and I just start stabbing her. I'm like, oh, I tried to make this. And so I just start stabbing. I tried my best. I tried to make it very clean. And she had to go be this way. It could have been quick. It could have been no hassle. She could have not felt pain. But, well, that's how it goes, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
Life gives you lemons.
Yes, you start stabbing her. She had like 1 hit point, so she's fucking dead. But there is blood everywhere on this balcony.
I'll take the body
Mm-hmm.
and throw it over.
Gotcha. Splats on the floor.
Is there a fireplace in this room?
You're on a balcony.
I mean, in the room, outside,
A fireplace in the room by the balcony. Sure, yeah.
I'll tear off my dress.
It's covered in blood.
Put it in the fire. Light it on fire.
Okay.
Find some wood. And then I will try to stealth my way back to my room. While wearing basically my like silky my undershirt, basically.
Okay. Make intelligence investigation roll to see how much of the blood on your dress you're able to get. Like if there's any leftover blood on your shirt.
Okay, sure.
To make sure there's none left there.
Nat 20! Bow!
Yeah, you're clean. You've done this before, probably. It's all the blood that is on your dress went into the fire, and you are spotless clean. There is still a blood stain on the balcony.
Yeah, I can't clean that. I don't even try.
And there is a flattened body on the garden floor on the outside, but it's pretty dark out now. So
I mean, they'll find it eventually, but that's the future's problem.
Yep.
So now I'm gonna try to stealth back.
Okay. Roll stealth.
That's 15.
Okay. You're not the stealthiest on your way out, but there you have left the hallway.
Well, that was a good try. I tell myself as I walk back to my room.
All right. It is now like 15 minutes before midnight, and everyone is being told to gather.
I'll get dressed if I get back to my room, and then I'll head back down as soon as
Sure. Yeah, Baxter. Do you go with Colonel Ketchup to the meeting?
Of course. Baxter does go with Colonel Ketchup to the meeting, and I say to Colonel Ketchup, what a nice time we had together.
Yeah.
Can we do this again sometime?
Only if we can do it in front of a mirror.
In front of a mirror. I hate reflections, and I've never been in front of one. But maybe I'll do it for you. I've got it. After midnight, we go back to my place, and we find a mirror in the morning and pet each other.
All right. Let's do it.
Yes.
Yes, and you two walk together to the meeting. Fransisca and Harring. I assume you two meet up.
Yes. Okay. I couldn't find Miss Stelleto anywhere, so hopefully she didn't find out.
Slight problem. She ran into me while I was making the drink. I told her I hadn't seen anything. I told her the drink was from her.
Okay. I'm sure she probably took it.
She did, of course.
Yeah, of course she did. But you were able to go and make another drink and sneak back over there?
I made another drink, but I wasn't able to find the new courtesan again.
She wasn't there?
I might have just gotten lost.
Okay. Well, let's make another drink, and we'll take it back to the study where they were at. Yes. And that way you will have the drink, and I'll take the fault on this one. Honestly, it is my fault. I should have been the one to make the drink, and you should have found Miss Stelleto. Obviously. Okay. Yes. Make the drink, please.
Okay.
All right. You two go to the meeting. It is everyone is being called to the grand dining hall for the reading of the will. Okay. All of you go over to the dining hall. There are Horatio and the ball of yarn still there. Grandma Gugu also there in the corner, still baby fresh faced as she was earlier ago. You see all the servants. You see the Baron with the elf doctor behind him still. And you see somebody new there. You see the detective too. You see Detective Whodunit there just eyeing everybody. And you see a new person, a demon fellow with a hunched over back, goat horns, red skin, and glasses. Kind of look like a classic little demon, but a little meeker, a little skinnier, holding a locked kind of box in front of him that has a big key and like big chains around it. That's like big as a bread box. And he sits down there, not talking to anybody, as everyone's just kind of waiting for midnight. It's about 5 minutes till, and everyone's kind of eerily silent. Does anybody want to do anything at this time?
I will probably. I'll look around to see if the courtesan is there.
Mm-mm. The Stelleto is there, but Cherry Bomb is not.
Oh, her name's Cherry Bomb. Oh, gosh. Okay. So she's not there though. Okay. Then, what else can I don't think there's anything else I can really think of doing. Instead of us, like, could we fix a drink for any of our guests tonight?
Yes. Fetch me a scotch.
One scotch it is. Anybody else?
The cat person, Colonel Ketchup, will say, yes, make that 2 scotches.
2 scotches.
A glass of red wine, please.
I will bring you a nice Merlot Chardonnay.
Thank you.
Anything for the master of the house and his guests?
The master coughs up a storm and farts a little bit as you said, no, I'm I can't stay up till midnight anymore. I don't know why I said at midnight. No, just water.
Okay. And I will go to fetch those things during that time.
Okay. Go and fetch those things. Another air of awkwardness enters the room as this demon fellow just starts tapping on the box that's in front of him.
Colonel Ketchup, who is that?
Only someone in the inner circle of the Baron will know. That is the Baron's lawyer.
Baron's lawyer? What does he have with him? The will?
I assume that is the will in there.
Let's pet each other soon.
Okay, don't want to rush into things. Yes, spur of the moment things happen, but let's keep our cool, okay?
I don't know what you mean by that, but I agree.
I am regretting talking to you every second I talk to you more.
When I get my scotch, I do an incantation on it. So when I pour it meows each time, and I go, remind you of something.
Please stop. You are an embarrassment to our race. Please stop.
I don't know what you mean by that, but I won't stop.
Makes it worse. Okay. As that happens, it's literally the clock strikes 1 minute till midnight. Everyone is waiting for something to happen. The detective, who we can only tell is a detective because he has that funny Sherlock Holmes hat on, is just observing every single person very closely in the room.
Yeah, well, me and Fransisca know that the golem is a detective because the golem did introduce themselves as a detective to him, right?
Yes, but you could not tell from outward appearance besides the funny hat. And it's 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 15, 10, and then the clock strikes midnight, and you hear the bells chime 12 as the Baron, almost getting up from his seat, says, finally. Now, the reason, and everything goes dark. It seems like something might have broken or chewed through something outside in of the electrical lights, and sparks fly, and everything completely goes out. There's no fire, there's no lights, nothing. It was electricity in here, and it's all gone. It's complete blackness, no windows. This is in the middle of the mansion. Complete.
Are there
blackness.
candelabras?
There are, but none of them were lit. It is complete.
Can I light them now with my prestidigitation?
Yes. As you pick up one and light it, you can only see around you. You are a bit too far away from the Baron to see how he is.
I'll cast dancing lights around the room.
Okay. So about 5-10 seconds of darkness, you cast dancing lights around the room, and everyone seems to be exactly where they are, except for the Baron, who is slouched over his food, face first in his mashed potatoes, seeming dead.
Seeming dead.
Seeming dead.
He could have just farted
I-
himself to sleep.
I'm going to run over there and do a medicine check then to see if he's alive and save him from drowning in his mashed potatoes.
You desperately try to pick him up, which is very heavy, and feel no pulse, and you feel no breath.
I don't know a medicine check for that.
It's very obvious that's what it is. You could go ahead and roll to examine the body, though.
That's a 6.
6. Yeah, you can't tell anything's different. It looks like nothing's different from the body. As the doctor says, "Oh, let me look," and she places her hands on the body to try and figure out what's wrong magically. And as everyone is doing that, the robot gets up. His hand turns into a big gun, and he blasts the ceiling as everybody to calm everyone down, and says, "There has been a murder."
What?
As lightning strikes. Suddenly, there was a
Obviously.
as the silence of people speaking and not speaking is surrounding the room, a chandelier just like falls down onto the table because he shot it. Whoops.
Oh, shit.
That was worth a lot of money.
I have been created for this purpose. And he puts his handgun away. Not the chandelier, but this other purpose of solving this murder. And
you were made specifically to solve this particular murder?
And the demon lord gets up and says, "Yes, unfortunately, that's what we've come to." And he gets out a key. He opens the box and he opens it up, and you see some magical runes highlight the Baron in like a hologram as he is now appears before you in a recording. And the Baron says, "I knew one of you would try something, you fuckers." Now who gets the last laugh? I have made Detective Whodunit here specifically designed to solve this fucking murder. Nobody leaves this house until it is solved. All right? I got guards posted outside the 10-foot walls all around. If any of you fuckers try to leave, you're fucking dead. All right? So now you are going to listen to that detective, and you are going to fucking figure out who murdered me. And just to make it a little more interesting, if you figure it out, I'll give you a good portion of the will. But that's the only way you get it. Nah, fuckers.
Wait. Like, so that's all the family members, whoever solves it gets it, or is that anybody?
The hologram goes away, and the lawyer says, according to his will, anybody who solves the murder becomes a part of the will. But whoever is accused of the murder will get very gruesomely and terribly murdered by this robot friend over here. And that is the very odd stipulations of the night. He said all of you had till morning. I don't know what happens after that, but it sounds like he was insane. So, who knows? The robot detective says, all of the suspects into the next room now. I have made a list of possibilities already.
Well, I could probably guess who it is right now. That goblin creature. I've never seen it in my entire life.
How dare you? What are you, some type of weird cat person?
Just because I love cats doesn't mean I'm weird, green goblin weirdo.
Enough. All of the suspects into the other room. Suspects including Mr. Harring, Stelleto, Baxter, Bottom, and Fransisca. also including Colonel Ketchup. Please, all of you exit to the next room. The rest of you return to your rooms until called for. I will be interviewing them shortly. Doctor, can you determine cause of death? The doctor is doing some magic. It'll take me a few hours. It's not very obvious at the moment. Good. Everyone, next room.
Please, I really have to go, Inspector.
Do you want to die?
No.
Then you cannot leave until the mystery is solved.
Yes, Baxter, it would probably be within your best interest to come with us then.
Fine, my uncle's always trying to keep us here, make us feel bad. Stupid uncle.
It should only be till morning, as he says, sir. If they can't find out by morning, I'm sure we'll all be absolved, right?
Or maybe a giant butt will poke through the ceiling and fart on us.
The robot says, no, I will kill everyone.
Oh, that's much worse.
Okay, which one of you sons of bitches did it?
Yeah, so he walks all of you to the other room and closes the door and says, no one leave until I come back to investigate, and closes the door. So
Okay.
5 of you are in there.
Anyone in this room want to admit to doing it? Let's just get this out of the way.
I say,
No? Okay, well, that's worth a try.
well, I say we also just... What if we just killed the robot? What if all of us ganged up and killed the robot?
I am for this plan, Colonel Ketchup says.
My cat friend over
Fine,
here is
player.
for the plan.
Okay, so we all just kill. Wait, why would we? Okay, hold on.
That robot looks very tough to kill, I will note. He does have a gun. I don't even know what a gun is. Do guns exist in this world? I'm not sure.
Yeah, he blew a hole in the ceiling, which is going to be a bitch to have to fix later, I'm sure. That's going to probably end up being my job. So let's not destroy the house, as it's going to end up having to be cleaning up. Damn. Well, who else could it be? I mean, he says there's us here. I don't know about the other servants. Who else could be else in the house?
Well, it's probably that green goblin. Who are you even?
I'm the Mistress. Stelleto.
What?
That's true. That is the master's mistress.
What?
What?
That's me.
Well, there was the other mistress of the house.
Other mistress? I didn't even know there was one. What's going on?
Well, the master told me I had to keep the mistresses apart from each other.
Oh, is there another mistress? I didn't even know.
Yes, you
Strange.
did.
Oh, okay, I knew.
God, was
But I mean,
around.
she's
You
not
got the
here.
mistress then.
I wonder where she went. Strange. And I'll go over and see if I can pour myself another glass of wine.
Sure.
Well, we need to tell the detective guy, because maybe it isn't any of us. It could be that mistress, and we should have him get her.
But what if it is one of us?
Yeah, it could be one of us. It's very high probability. That's
Like that green goblin. Mm.
Is there a mirror in this room?
Yeah, there's a mirror.
I'm just eyeing it. Drinking my wine.
Okay. As you guys are discussing the son Horatio and his...
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry.
Mhm.
Before you do, Stelleto made a drink, right?
Yes.
Can I investigate the bottles?
In the room? This room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation roll.
I want to see if there's any poison on them. Nat 20.
Oh, yeah. You scour these bottles expertly observed, and you see zero
Yeah, I've seen
poison
it a lot.
on
Poison?
any of these bottles. You
Okay.
would know if there was poison in any others, and there's
And I'll
not.
say, oh, good idea. I should have checked for that too. And I drowned my drink.
Well, of course you didn't, because then you would have known that there was poison in them.
Well, I mean, you did check, so I suppose.
Yeah, because it was poisoned.
Okay, let me drink it.
So the Horatio kind of gets tossed into the room with his giant yarn wife. As the detective says, he is now a suspect too. I will now interview you one by one.
Wait, Mr. Whodunit, is the giant ball of yarn a suspect as well? Why is that here?
To be determined.
Wait a minute, Miss Stelleto. Why didn't you just tell him about the other mistress? Sir, there's another mistress in the house.
Another mistress.
Yes, a Miss Cherry. She has blonde hair, and she was with the master earlier this evening.
A Miss Cherry.
Yes.
I will investigate.
Isn't that correct, Fransisca?
Oh, yes, I'd heard something about that.
I will investigate further. For now, sit tight.
Are we not going to question why he thinks the ball of yarn killed somebody? We just not.
Never rule out the some quote about the impossible being the probable.
Sure, whatever. Okay, I'll go sit down.
As a once schooling of a wizard, I will say it is quite possible that if someone had strong enough magic, they could animate said yarn to do anything that human could do.
And Horatio's just like, animate yarn? What are you talking about?
Talk about your dumb wife, Horatio.
Hey, he covers the yarn's ears.
The yarn doesn't have ears.
Oh, coming from a goblin.
Look at it. It's wet. It's disgusting. You're disgusting.
You're wet.
Only a little bit. And I drink my wine.
You know what? As Red now, I'm just going to drop all pretense and as I'm like, Fransisca, fuck this shit. Oh, God. We are no longer going to be servants to these assholes anymore. Fuck this.
Whoa, Red, that's intense. I bet you killed the master.
Yeah, that sounds like something a killer would say.
Why would I? Why would I do that?
I don't know.
I don't know. You're a wizard. Wizards are evil.
From that, the only thing is that the master had told me if I could keep Miss Cherry from Miss Stelleto, then he would pay for me to go to wizarding school. So then I could go back to doing that because I'm, fucking being a butler sucks. And now Miss Cherry obviously has disappeared or has killed the master. So now I can't go to wizarding school. Thank you. Fuck.
It seems like there's a lot of deception going around here. I am not one for deception. I always see the truth clearly. Always. I've never seen something deceptive in my life. Well, never done something that's deceptive. That's what I meant.
Sure. The Colonel Ketchup stands up, says, well, I don't see any way of getting out of this besides maybe doing a bit of investigating ourselves, yes?
I would love to investigate with you, Colonel.
Yes. As soon as the door opens, the detective says, I will now investigate the grounds. All of you may walk around as you please. Note I may interview you individually as it comes up, but for now I must follow leads elsewhere. Do not disturb the doctor.
Wait.
Or else.
Where's Miss Cherry?
I will find her. Anyone disturbing the doctor will be murdered. All of you may investigate, but I must be the one that is convinced who killed who. You don't need to convince anyone else, only me.
Can we talk to the doctor? Is that disturbing her, or no?
You can.
Okay.
You can. Any other questions for the night?
Can we investigate as well?
I said yes. I said that.
Whoops. Sorry. My
Fucking
ears
cat.
must have been fun. No, what?
All right,
He
Francisco,
will
come on, let's get out of here.
walk away, and we will take our second break of the evening as everyone splits off to investigate.
Hello, this is Kendall, the Dungeon Master for One Shot, One Dungeon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. We really appreciate the support because we are a new channel. Please let us know if you want more stuff like this, and if you ask for it, we will try and get it to you. Again, thank you so much for listening, and please, please, please tell your friends if you want this channel to grow and us to create more one-shots for you. Appreciate it. No, I could do it.